welcome back, and today we're looking at Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Everybody, this is part 2. Last time we did a lot of the intro story, kind of got a feel for the dungeons, kind of got an idea what's not going on. But this time around, we're going to actually look into the dungeons and see what's going on with those, and maybe we can get some memories back. So, we jump into the memory dungeon. Alright, so this is a 5-floor dungeon to restore Gail's memories. And the baby's probably at the end. Some enemies possess special characteristics different from Chocobo. As such, they act only every other turn or taking damage from healing items. That's weird. Pay attention to use special characteristics to gain advantage in combat. Okay, so we have the freelancer Chocobo. No others. There's 4 pages of them. So at the beginning of the dungeon, on the 0th floor, we can change out whichever guns we have. Okay, so the whisper weed is communications device. Got it.
Now, I'm gonna give you a stunningly useful piece of advice.
Oh, I gotta fix the audio. When the next enemy, press X to face it. Okay, hold on. Oops. Ooh. So, audio. Let's do that. So that should make it a little easier to understand. And here. I am going to turn the game up just a little bit though. There we go. I don't want to turn it up too much, but I know it's a little quiet. So. And let's see. Occasionally you receive job points when you defeat enemies. Job points you obtain are applied to your current job. Select job points to increase your job level. Gain access to new abilities. So... okay, I see. So we need 95 job points to go to the next level. Okay. They give us a potion. And there's another potion there, and a green there. Okay. Uh-oh. Calvin wakes up, doesn't matter. Calvin was dead. Well, it seems that everything turned out fine. Okay? Alright, so some more job points. Occasionally receive buddy points when you defeat enemies. Picking up BP to claim them, buddy points are applied to all monsters of a given type. For example, buddy points acquired by defeating steel bats are added to the bat category. Collect buddy points to increase your rank and become buddies with monsters of that type. You can become buddies with enemies you've never defeated if you increase your rank. you can check your rank from the menu by registry. Okay. Look at this real quick. Characters. Monsters. Bats. There are 4 types of bats we can become friends with, and they require 7 more points to unlock. Goblins require 10 more points, and there's 4 of them. Okay, extras, don't know what those are. DLC, there's Alpha. This is cool. Oh, if I could actually use him, Alpha's gonna be awesome. There's the down floor going down. So I'm going to explore this floor. Because the way these mystery dungeon floors go, you really need to items. So that's the same type of saddle. Alright. Now if I have more than one chocobo, then I'll be able to give that one more bats. Oh, you hurt. Give him a kick. So that was a skeleton. It's going down. It looks like they monsters spawn as the day is dawning. Okay. So I'm not really sure how time is relevant, but I assume they'll explain that as the game goes on. Because it's gonna matter at some point. Garbage. Whether or not that. Oh, okay, that was a food space. There we go. Oh, grab that point. Okay, so I guess this is a boss floor. That is red. That's my guess. Henceforth I shall do all my efforts. Ability. Let's give him a chocobo kick. Let's use my kicks up. And just pray. Alright, that's good. So, level saddle -1. Some decent money and some bunch of job points. Cool. So let's go with items. And the leather saddle -1 is still better than what I'm currently wearing. So let's go ahead and put that on. I'm assuming there's not like cursed items in this game. I look for precious child. I don't know if you call him. That moves so fast. Okay, so there's the memories. Obtain a job memory. To gain the ability to change to this corresponding job. Changing jobs will affect Chocobo's appearance, status, and abilities. You can change jobs by examining the change crystals in dungeons. Right, which you get in the first floor. Okay, kid can speak and it is early. Yeah. Cute little baby.
There is only one thing one rule that must absolutely be followed, and that is to forget. When you forget, conflict, anger, sadness, everything's wiped clean away. But when you remember things, it only brings disaster. And as mayor, inviting disaster is unacceptable. Yes, oblivion is a virtue. My name is Gale, and I am this town's mayor.
That's interesting. It's an interesting way of looking at it.
What's going on? Everything's turned white.
Yeah, no kidding. Poor Sherma.
Chocobo, baby. Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Thanks, Chocobo. You're a lifesaver.
No kidding.
Here, here, here. Sure not.
Yeah.
Huh? That's my name.
Yeah.
Right, I remember now. This baby, his name is Raffaello.
Okay.
Mayor Gale?
Yes, indeed. I've remembered something I'd forgotten.
That's interesting.
But the baby only just appeared from the egg. Why would you have a memory of that?
That's a very good question.
Chocobo!
Now that you mention it, perhaps it is a little odd. Nevertheless, I'm sure that...
Wait, that's it! If Mayor Gale can remember something by being around the baby, maybe Sid will regain his memories too!
That's a good idea.
Chocobo! Raffaello! Let's get back to the farm!
Okay. So let's go ahead and explore the rest of town. Because might be useful. I don't let us go anywhere. Not until we get Sid back. Well, I remembered something else, something important. I left the storage facility locked this whole time. See, that's interesting because I don't even know the storage facility is back in business. Yes, indeed. Something the matter. You bet there is, Gale. You weren't supposed to come here until everyone forgets stuff again. I'm trying to get everyone to forget about my tab, see? Oh, indeed, there's some things that would change. Anyway, I'm sure Blaro at the storage hasn't forgotten, so that should make care of that. Oh man, I gotta pay this month's bill. It's just kind of bizarre. I wonder if some sort of trouble at the plaza. So nothing interesting there. But we can talk to the mayor real quick.
Hello, Chocobo.
Sparrow storage. Yep. Let's pop down to head of Blaro.
Thank you.
Noro. He's a merchant. Any trinkets in your travels and crawls, like if you pretty penny for him, of course. Plenty of wares myself, so what you buying? So I can sell up the rusty saddles. Definitely don't need the rusty saddles. Okay, potions, ethers. Ether. 2 spell points. And potions do mana points. Okay. What do I buy? Book of Fire. Tome that deals fire damage to foe 3 tiles ahead of you. Okay. And over here.
Hello, Chocobo.
I manage the storage, leave guild items with me. There's nothing wrong with nostril greens. I'm getting used to fish these days. Okay. Sure. We ought to get down to business, shall we? What can I do for you? So, I can deposit my gill. There we go. And deposit items. Let's deposit the ether. And we'll deposit the greens. 1 green and 1 potion is satisfactory for the time being. I don't know what all we can do with it, but that just seems like a good idea. There's a pond down here. Chocobo goes swimming in the pond. Okay. I guess that's a thing. We can live with that. Oh. That's cute. He just duck swam around the pond and back. You received a letter. It's a letter from the mayor. I trust you've been enjoying the fine weather of late. I have a favor I wish to ask. It's all about how I remember that thing should not have. Please forget it. It happened. After all, I always say oblivion is bliss. Well, okay, so that's a fishing point. That's a fishing rod. What's this? It's in the mill. It is literally a mill. Okay. Like I said, my guess is at some point we'll be able to become farmers or ranchers or whatever. Oh, we found something. Mystery person letter number 3. To whoever finds this letter, I don't know when you're reading this, but I hope those kids are alright. May they know only good health, may they know only happiness. As a mother, that is my final wish. Okay. So, we know that Sid either came from here or his family came here. It's all true, Aunt Stella. Can you believe it? I'm not so sure, but I guess she agrees. I believe what you've told me. That's pretty incredible. Yeah, there's the baby. I already learned my name already. Yeah, the kid's not normal. I simply melt whenever I see babies' adorable smile. Do you think Raffaello and Chocobo can work together to help Sid? There's no way to find out. Certain. Okay. Okay, Sid. Don't think too much. Okay, so there's the forget me bubble. Don't force yourself. It isn't working at all. Can you do anything? Sure. And there goes baby. He went back inside. Go get him back, Chocobo. Okay. So. In we go. Now, we already gained the Knight ability. So. The 7th floor dungeon. Yeah, we know the baby's downstairs. Some of Chocobo's talent brands and certain abilities possess elemental properties. There are 8 elements in total. Okay, so fire, ice, wind, earth, electric, water, fire, and then light and dark. Yep. That hasn't changed. No resistances. Yes.
The amazing Dungeon Hero Escapade. Get ready for today's Whisperweed transmission. It's advice on.
Okay. At the beginning of your dungeon, you can use the change crystal to change your job. If you make the most of your abilities, the dungeon's a snap. There's 1,000,001 different types of abilities, special attack abilities, and crush your foes. Alright, so we can make ourselves the knight. Let's try the knight. So I get a little helmet and a scarf. Nice. Now, so this is a lot like Final Fantasy 3. An airship both flies through the air, where you have a master level and then you have a job level. There we go. So I gave me level 4, and that gave me some buddy points for whatever those were. That was the goblin and somebody new. So there's some money. Rusty talents +2, so let's go ahead and equip those. Now, I don't know if we actually can have... Eventually we'll get these buddies and we'll be able to bring them into the dungeon with us. So, that'll be fun. Okay, so you can now bring steel bats. So that's the first of the bats. And so let's have a look at that real quick. The buy registry on monsters, we have 1 of the bats unlocked. So that's a steel bat. When we hit 30, we can get the werebat and so on. Ghosts, goblins, and so on. And we're gonna finish this particular dungeon. Did you looking for Grandpa? He'll come back. And then we'll break this session a little bit. I should break this session. So it's kind of long. I normally don't do hour-long sessions, but I feel for this game, because there's so much story in the front loading, that it's kind of a necessary thing to actually do. Okay, so that's what I wanted to see. Our hit points come back when we level up. And we can now call goblins. That's cool. And okay, so if you use the run button when you're in a dungeon, you'll actually stop moving. So that makes sense. It's kind of different, but it makes sense. And we're actually getting kind of hungry here. The Tower of the Sands is where you are, okay. So, item. Teleport wings. Wings that allow you to escape dungeons. Use with care. Yep. Okay. Alright, so that gave me full health. Full, food, so. A little experience. And there we go. That's not too bad. It's actually pretty easy. The game actually plays really well. The gameplay is smooth. And I like it. And it's fun. So. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, that wakes up people. Okay, so that's a mandragora. Okay, so we can get these guys up there, pretty much. Now if we get a few more mandragoras, we can actually get them as a friend. There's one mandragora over here. I'll try and get it. I do have a potion on me, so I can heal if I need to. Other than that, I'm probably gonna need it. There's enough timeless power there to make a step. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that. There's another potion, sweet. Another potion, sweet. So that levels up to 6. Some more experience. A little more job points. So the knight is actually really solid. What do you expect? The knight really is a tank job, so. And we do heal over time, so that's good to see. It's a very common mechanic in these games. Is to heal as long as you're not in combat. So it's a very common mechanic, and I like seeing it because it's very consistent with a lot of games. Mama, let me come too. I want to help find Grandpa's dream. Speaking of food. Ah! Thank you. Not when the alarm traps failing to trigger, but the food traps? Kind of important. Because those give us free food. You know, it's like, give me a health trap and... Alright, items. Okay, so... Equip full lower talents +1. That hurt. Now, we have... lots of things that have, painful, shortcut? Okay, sword. So I am full. Let's warp wings too. Wings that warp you around the current floor at random. Okay. There we go. Now, the rusty saddle +1. Doesn't matter. It's the same as the other one I had, fortunately. So, I was hoping to be more other talents +2. Let's see. Rusty talons. Just kick them. Get them out of the way. Silence book. Okay, so let's make room. Get a silence book. And warp wings, don't care about those. Since we have low inventory, I'm gonna go ahead and just advance. What's the matter to you, buddy? You all alone too? Right, ability? Power kick. Right, items? Ability? Because it's our best option. It does more than a normal attack, so... Oh, that hurt. That's okay, I got enough potions that I can use one if I have to. And we'll go ahead and use the potion. Since I seem to be real generous on potions. And that gives us another level. So if we actually get our jobs. Status, job. So our knight is job level 2. And according to that, it was 25 memories. Hey buddy, looks like we found what we've been searching for.
Ring, ring, cool. The amazing Dungeon Hero Excaball. Get ready for today's whispery transmission. It's advice on.
Okay. See, for any purple items, purple means they're unidentified, but you don't know what they are. Use the appraisal glasses on your unknown items to know what you're dealing with. Okay.
Cool.
I don't think I have any unknown items. That's what it says that right.
Tower in the sands. That's the last place anyone ever saw my grandfather. The mystery of the airship right within my grasp. The trail of clues all ended here. But this was my grandfather's dream, and my father's after that. I'll never give up.
Okay.
The whole reason I became a treasure hunter was to find it, to find them.
Because they probably came here.
That's right. My name is Sid, the great treasure hunter Sid.
Okay. So there's baby, there's me. Poor Sid. Oh, of course I remember now. We were going after the timeless power and ended up at the tower in the sands. Right? Whatever happened to us must have happened to Irma and Vlog, too. We should look for them. But man, it sure feels good to remember things again. I'm just glad it worked. Make sure that you thank Chocobo and Raffaello. Stella, Sharma, Chocobo, thanks so much. And this kiddo's Raffaello, huh? Thanks to you too. Oh, it's getting late, so I'll turn in. Okay. Good night. Good night. You can now bring Sid along as your buddy.
Ring out, spell of oblivion. Ring out.
I bet it's Irma. Chapter 2. Fires quenched, memories rekindled.
Stella, we're not just looking for the timeless power. I'm also searching for word of my grandfather, Glenn. Is there any place in town where I could find clues to either of their whereabouts?
I don't know that much about the town, to be honest. Why don't you try asking Mayor Gale? I haven't been to Lost Time proper in forever and a day, but maybe you'll find something in the residential district?
All right, I'll go check it out right away. I appreciate the tip, Stella.
Okay.
I'm glad to see Sid with a little pep in his step.
Chocobo, Aunt Stella, we've got trouble. Raffaello's gone.
Of course he is.
He can barely crawl. He can't have gotten very far.
I'll go search in town.
All right. Be careful.
Yeah, we know he can levitate, so.
I'll check here around the farm. Chocobo, would you help me look?
Sure.
Thanks. All right, let's get going.
Okay, so I'm going to break this one here. Now, we've been recording now for a bit over an hour. I might break this into 2 sessions, but This is Chocobo Mystery Dash and everybody. It's a lot of fun right now, so we'll have to see how it plays out in the long run. So we'll have a look at it some more in a little bit. But until then, see you next time.